What's going on, guys? Living Gonzalez here, back with another Pokemon Go video. And in today's video, guys, big surprise, Pokemon Go did confirm that Black and White Kyurem will be featured at the upcoming Unova Tour events. So yes, for the in-person event and for the global event, these two will be featured. They will be featured 5-star raid bosses that we expected, pretty similar to the fusions of Necrozma at the last Go Fest event. So let's go ahead and talk about how this is going to work. And also, here is what their sprites look like in game off their promo picture. These look pretty sick. I cannot wait to get my hands on these. So it does say this: by using DNA splicers, Kyurem can fuse with Zekrom using Volt fusion energy. So they're both going to have a specific energy very similar to the fusions of Necrozma. It is pretty much going to be that same exact process of fusion, very similar to Necrozma and its fusions. To become Black Kyurem, or confuse Reshiram using Blaze fusion energy to become White Kyurem. And no, these cannot be traded, they can't be transferred to the professor, and they cannot be transferred to Pokemon Home. So now let's talk about how to fuse Kyurem. Trainers will have the opportunity to catch Kyurem in its unfused form after defeating Black Kyurem or White Kyurem in raids. So yeah, pretty similar to, again, the fusions of Necrozma. You take down like a Dawn Wings Necrozma, and it of course defuses into a regular Necrozma. That is going to be happening with these raids too. So Black Kyurem, trainers can fuse Kyurem and Zekrom using 1,000 volt fusion energy, which is the same amount of energy it took for Necrozma, 30 Kyurem candy, and 30 Zekrom candy. So again, the same amounts that it was for fusing Necrozma into Dawn Wings or Duskmane. It took either 1,000 solar or lunar energy, plus 30 Necrozma candy and 30 Cosmog candy. And of course, the same goes for the White Kyurem: 1,000 Blaze fusion energy, 30 Kyurem candy, and 30 Reshiram candy. Now, it does say this too: there will be 2 special backgrounds for you to collect, one inspired by Pokemon Black version and one inspired by Pokemon White version. When you fuse a Reshiram or a Zekrom that has a special background with a Kyurem that has the opposite color special background, the fused Black Kyurem or White Kyurem will have its own variant background. So there are a lot of backgrounds to collect on these fusions too, so make sure you guys are aware of that. If you are a very picky Pokemon collector, yes, those backgrounds will be featured. Now, right here, it does say fuse to unlock new attack. So new appearance isn't the only thing that happens when the Pokemon fuses. When you fuse a Kyurem that knows the charge attack Glaciate, which is the signature move of Kyurem. So when you take down these raids, maybe there's like a slight chance you can get the Glaciate on the Kyurem. It may not be guaranteed, but when you do fuse a Kyurem with a Zekrom or Reshiram and the Kyurem has the Glaciate, Glaciate is going to transform into one of these attacks. If you fuse it into a Black Kyurem, Glaciate is going to transform into Freeze Shock, which is the signature move of Black Kyurem. And if you fuse into a White Kyurem, Glaciate is going to turn into Ice Burn, the signature move of White Kyurem. And do remember, I made a video about this before, these 2 special charge attacks should be getting adventure effects too, similar to the fusions of Necrozma. But they did not mention on their website what those adventure effects are going to be, so I'm sure that will get released sometime here pretty soon. And if you're not sure on how to collect fusion energy, do remember, you do get some fusion energy when you take down the raids. When you complete the raids, you are going to get a small amount of energy specific to that raid boss. So if you took down a Black Kyurem, you're going to get some Volt fusion energy. And if you take down a White Kyurem, you're going to get a small amount of Blaze fusion energy. Normally, it's about like 80 to 100 fusion energy per raid that you do on average. So yeah, guys, I am looking forward to getting Black and White Kyurem on my Pokemon Go account. I cannot wait to get the shinies for them as well. So I am happy that Pokemon Go did confirm that they will be featured 5-star raid bosses for, again, the in-person events and for the global event too. Now let's go ahead and talk about a data mine from the Pokemon group, which they did say this: Black Kyurem and White Kyurem will be in raids where you will be able to catch Kyurem with the move Glaciate. But again, I don't know if it's guaranteed when you take down these Kyurem raids if it's always going to have Glaciate. It might just be a small chance that it has that moveset. I'm sure it more than likely will be. Special backgrounds for the 5-star raids that we talked about. It did mention Pokemon Presents in the game's coding too, so there will be a Pokemon Presents happening in the month of February, which it always does, so no surprise there. Branching research for Oshawott, Snivy, and Tepig. We can talk about this right now because whatever starter you guys pick in that special research, you can get shiny boosted spawns of that starter off of your incense, so keep that in mind. If you really want a shiny Snivy or a Tepig, whatever, pick that starter Pokemon and it will be pretty dang shiny boosted off of your incense during the Unova Tour, which I'm sure this is for both in person and for the global event. And also in that special research too, guys, whatever starter that you pick, you can get some special backgrounds on that starter. So maybe it could look something like this. This is something that I did mock up. So that looks pretty dang sick with a black and white background on your shiny starter Pokemon. That would be pretty cool. And I want to mention this too because it's not mentioned on the blog post when they first posted about Unova Tour, and I still don't think it's posted on the blog post right now. But yes, Zorua will be featured in the Unova Tour. They are not forgetting about Zorua. They are just keeping it a secret, I think. A pretty good surprise is what I'm thinking they're doing. But yeah, the bonus for Zorua, it will be appearing more often. This is what it says in the game's coding. Zorua o'clock active. Zorua are now appearing in large numbers. So this could be similar to like Go Fest events, in-person Go Fest events, where at the top of the hour for 2 minutes, they would get lots of unknown spawns within that 2-minute time frame. So maybe at the top of the hour during Unova Tour for 2 minutes, we get a ton of Zorua spawns for only 2 minutes, and that will be the only time you can get that shiny of Zorua, or just the best time that you can get a shiny of Zorua. It might still spawn in the wild during Unova Tour, but definitely not at that good of a spawn rate. So yeah, guys, again, Pokemon Go confirming Black and White Kyurem will be at this year's tour events for the in-person and global event and 5-star raids. Again, this is pretty much the same exact process as Necrozma with its fusions, but honestly, comparing this to Necrozma, this seems a little better because you should be able to get a lot more fusions of Kyurem compared to Necrozma, because again, our Pokemon storage does not have many Solgaleo and Lunala, but we have plenty of Kyurem, Reshiram, and Zekrom because they have all been in 5-star raids multiple times before. So yeah, you should be able to get quite a few fusions on your Pokemon Go account. So yeah, guys, again, Black and White Kyurem confirmed for the Unova Tour. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are excited for these 2 new fusion Pokemon. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, drop a like in the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.